Hi, how are you? This is an exciting, terrifying, exclusive message to you, my friends, the people that I love supporting, those that I encourage, believe in, pray for, and I know you're doing amazing things in the world. I wanted to come on and be very vulnerable, maybe even a little valuable, and share with you the funny, crazy, interesting stuff that's going on in my life right now. I'm calling this whole grand adventure, if you will. I'm going to choose to see it as an adventure. I'm calling it Wagons East. Now, I can't take credit for that naming. That actually came from the name of a John Candy movie many, many years ago, late 80s, early 90s, probably. Um, and very, very funny movie about people who, when they made it all the way out west, they then discovered that, really maybe they really liked it better back east. Now, that's not at all what I'm dealing with, but it is a very funny movie, and that's where the phrase comes from. So, many of you know I live currently in San Diego County, right next to Camp Pendleton, and I feel very strongly that God's telling me it's time to leave California. There have been a lot of goods and a lot of bads that have happened in my time here. And I have to admit, it's very hard to, but I've been struggling a lot lately. Of course, my dad passed, and that's very difficult to deal with. But in addition to that, there's just a lot of things, including financial issues, that are just not coming together the way that they should and that I need them to. And it's been a very difficult situation in my life. And I've been praying about it a lot and just really leaving the solution to God, which is really hard because, I'm smart enough that I can usually figure things out. And God has made sure that I'm in a place where I can't. Um, for those of you who this is maybe the first time you listen to me, let me introduce myself. My name's Steve Kidd. I am a third generation minister, an international best-selling author of multiple books, and I do help people with every aspect of their marketing, but especially authors in doing all the amazing things that they do in the world. And more than anything, to help people up level in their life and in their business to be their best. And now I'm being called to up level myself, to take a huge leap of faith. So, and I wrote this out. It was kind of funny the way that it came to me. So I thought I'd share it with you and hopefully let you enjoy it too. As I've been praying, I was like, okay, Lord, what's the plan? What would you like me to do? And I heard him very clearly say, you need to go east. I'm like, okay, where are you thinking? And basically, like I'm doing a comedy here with you, he said, I'm not telling you. And I was like, well, where am I going to go then? And he's like, east. I'm like, okay, could you be a little bit clearer? And he's like, no, I want you to step out on faith and believe that I have a destiny and a place for you. Gulp. Okay, Lord, that's terrifying. You know that, right? Yes, I know. But he said, I've got you. I always have and I always will. And your purpose and your destiny now lies to the east. Just go that way and I will meet you as you go. So my house is packed up. I've got a couple of things that have to get finished up here before I move. But I am getting in the car with my stuff, packing up as much of it as I can in my car, and I'll put the rest of it in storage. And I guess the storage will stay here until I know where I'm at, right? Because you can't really send it to some place you don't know where you're going. And Mocha and I are headed east. Now, for those of you that are terrified and worried about me, I do have the opportunity to be able to go to my uncle's house in Kansas and help my mom with the estate and potentially my uncle if they decide to bring him home and some things like that. And there's a possibility that my brother Burton is going to meet us there as well. So that may be where I end up at, but I don't have a clear sign or understanding if that truly is what God's purpose and plan is or not. Um, but I want to share this journey with you. I want you to get to be part of it. I want you to see every step of the way. My house is now in boxes. I've literally boxed myself up to the point where, you know, honestly, my silverware are in the top of a box, and when I need silverware, I get them out of the box. And for the most part, I just use the plastic ones, and then I can just throw it away. But I'm ready to go. I'm headed, set, and ready to go. And I just need a couple of last things that have to come through in order for me to be able to go. And then Mocha and I will be on our great adventure east. And I will be stopping to see some friends that live in different places. And maybe if you live eastward of me here, maybe you want me to stop and say hi, and that would be okay. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to join in, to participate, to be part of my terrifying, fun, great adventure as I follow God's leading and answer his call for me to go east. There's a few ways that you can participate, a few ways that you can help me out. Number one, more than anything else, is to be a prayer warrior for me. Be in prayer, both as I'm in the final stages of preparation here, as well as every inch of the journey. You know, the truth of the matter is that I haven't personally driven more than an hour, probably in the last 5 or 6 years, maybe even. So taking on what'll likely be 20 or 30 hours of driving, depending on where I end up, um, that has some concerns. And, each step of the way is a leap of faith. And your prayers, oh, I appreciate them more than I can ever say. But then in addition to that, you can actually help fund my trip. You have the opportunity to be able to donate, whether it's $5 or if the Lord leads on your heart, $50,000, whatever. I pour into you, and I'm going to continue to. And the whole time, it's cool. I'm actually looking at getting a mount so that I can mount and onto my dashboard, my phone, and be able to actually live stream with you while Mocha and I are driving and share the whole journey with you. Whether you financially contribute or not is fine. I want you to be able to see my faith as it grows and as it stretches greatly, and give you an opportunity to be able to pour into me. I love pouring into you, and I'm going to continue doing so. And if you feel so led, I would be grateful for any help that you could give me. This isn't me, begging or pleading for money. It isn't any of that kind of thing. But I do have financial needs right now. And I do want to give first and give always. And I want to give you an opportunity to be able to give back, to be able to say, yes, Steve, I appreciate what you've done in my life. I appreciate the things that you're doing in this world. And here's a little bit that I'm going to give to help you. It's really scary for me to ask that. I'm not a really good receiver. I'm a really good giver, but I'm not a really good receiver. Now, in addition to that, there is the potential for you to also get the exciting bonus of actually getting to work with me while I'm driving. You'll have my uninterrupted concentration. We can actually get on the phone and talk, and I can work with you to help you up level, to find your next, to find that amazing thing, maybe even see or find that terrifyingly exciting spiritual journey that God has you to go on. And although I usually charge much more than that, I'm only going to charge $500 for an entire hour with me, and we'll enjoy the drive together, and we will pray together and laugh together and spend time up leveling your business. So that's another way that you can work with me if you'd like to. You just simply need to go to that's the letter I, the letter M, thrivingtoday.com. IamThrivingToday.com. Just simply go there, and it will have all the information for you. I can There's both checkout capabilities to use credit cards as well as the information to go to askstevekid@gmail.com, to send via Zelle a payment that way. More than anything, I appreciate your support, your prayers, and your love. And I hope that you will have my back as I head on this terrifyingly exciting journey east. I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know, especially when we actually are ready to leave. Could be any day now, but it could be as much as another month. We just got to get things together. So in the meantime, I'm setting this up and I'm facing my face eastward to head wagons east to follow God's leading. Thank you for listening and for your support, for being who you are and all that you do in the world, for blessing me for the opportunity to pour into your life and be a little piece of it as well. Thank you for you.